This is 9 Deaths of the Ninja, 1985. 1985 is peak movie like this. I don't know how else to say it. Weird ninja movie where the ninjas are just like a natural part of society or business or whatever. Welcome to non-white country. I think that's really all we got to say. Hey, isn't it awesome that we have M16s, American rifles? It wouldn't really make sense that we have them, but we do, because I think that's all the prop department had. And I bet these soldiers that are about to attack us also have M16s. Oh, the gas is supposed to be knocking us out, but then they hit us anyways. They're just mean. Oh, I just noticed Homeboy has a crossbow and a ninja star on the outside of his shirt. I think this might be the titular ninja who's going to die 9 times. Wow, these guys are all really purposefully not looking in this direction where the smoke was. And my watch has Tetris. Does your watch have Tetris? Mine house has Tetris and that caterpillar game where the caterpillar gets longer until you die. Whoa, he has so much stuff. Whoa, he has so much stuff. So we got throwing stars, different kind of throwing stars. We have, I believe, some kind of like psi weapon. We have some darts over here that are actually poking into his thigh right now. So if they are, the different colors might be different effects like poison or sleep or something. He's in trouble. Let's just put it that way. Yep. Let's just remove all pretense of subtlety or stealth or... Oh my god. Oh, that's a tight shirt. Hello, Sho. Let's go. Luckily, we had time to set up all these explosives before all these guys were hanging out here. Yep. Really small explosives for some reason? Let me demonstrate I'm a ninja. Wait. Did his arrow make that explode? Oh, Lollipop. He has a quirk. Yeah, take off this foreign person thing and let's get American. Oh, let me put down the gun and pull out the small knives because that's going to be more effective. And it just hit me, so you put those away. Like, all right, there we go. All right, let's go. The other one didn't really go in all the way, but it's fine. Let me use one of every weapon while we're here to show off that I can. Whoa, that guy seems very calm and very white for having an explosion go off right next to him. Oh, it was a training exercise, which also explains why it doesn't make any sense. Those were pretty big explosions for a training exercise. Hi, I'm the love interest with my non-military haircut. Haha! I think in the 80s, like, studios just had to own a couple of those helicopters. They used them so much in these movies. This is some pretty romantic music for helicopters taking off. Bow, 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 helicopter making... Whoa! Playing Twister in the opening sequence. Yeah! This makes no sense and I love it. What is this song? They're going for the artistic opening. All right, Sho, let's see some stuff. 9 Deaths of the Ninja. Brent Huff. Never heard that name again. Oh, the legendary opening dance sequence for 9 Deaths of the Ninja should go down in history. Oh, woo-wee. Introducing Shane Kosugi. The whole Kosugi clan's in this. As I'll try the cruel. They're showing how martial arts is much like dance. Except he hasn't cut any of those women's intestines out yet. The fights were choreographed by Sho. He is just getting triple paychecks here. Look, at this point, if you haven't taken out these 3 dancers who aren't defending themselves, you're not a very good ninja. Ah, she's shy. Also, those kids don't look like they'd be fun to play with. They look like they just beat the shit out of you. Should that bus be tilting that hard to the right? It seems like everyone's sitting on one side of the bus. Strike today, soon you will be free. A completely unnecessary note, so if they'd caught that, they would actually know what was going on. And very, very not encoded. Let me just talk on my incredibly subtle radio. Holy crap! That antenna was like 8 feet tall. Yes, I remember the joyous day I got married. That is basically the same face I had. No, everyone in this wedding party looks like they're having a great time. How did you know to start talking? I just took the phone. I didn't actually indicate that I was on the phone.
Under SD Directive 130.
Red option 4, yeah. Yeah, that all makes perfect sense. I'll press this button. Because that's how that works. Yeah, this is what ninjas do in their free time. Naruto stuff. Has his training faded in him remembering other training he's done? Maybe other training from other movies? God, just lay off the eye. Alright, we're just demonstrating that he is a ninja, despite the fact they've already demonstrated this at the beginning of the film. It's actually a massive amount of hesitation when each mannequin comes up and him cutting it. There's like 5 dead bodies back there we didn't get to see him kill. Come on, guys! This is the whole reason we're here! Gotta do the cool wipe off the sword thing at every opportunity and then put it away back in its scabbard, because that's cool. Had a little trouble getting that out, but here we go. Next cool weapon, ninja style. But for a ninja, he's been caught like 3 times now. This sucks. Apparently the Eagle clan is much better at setting up traps than they are at actually fighting anybody. Why would you take off her mask? You didn't take off anyone else's mask. What? Why? Oh, teacher, you've shown me that mercy is wrong and women are bad.
A ninja does not allow himself to be swayed by emotion.
But he does put on a tiny little mustache with glue because he can't grow one properly. So what did we just learn? That he's too nice to be a ninja? Yeah, fresh from the lab, these pictures of our elite soldiers who didn't know to close their mouths during the pictures or something.
Is everything in place?
Is everything in place? Oh god, I'm not going to enjoy that voice for the rest of the movie. Wow, this soldier has some big heels going on. Check those out as he walks over. So a spry 15, 16 hours later they arrive to start trying to organize the save the hostages. Oh no, how will I escape the ninja? Is there anything I could do? Ah! Oh, he's been foiled by a locked door. Ha 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 ha. Okay. So he's just playing with her. She was unsuccessful, therefore send in the 4 little people. Because it's the 80s, and that's of course the only thing you're going to do next. Is this what we're doing? Is this really what we're doing? Oh god, and a dick punch. If you would ever like a demonstration as to why Sho Kosugi never became like a #1 international movie star, this scene. Ah, my ankles! That was actually pretty realistic. I don't think he would have died. Yeah, let's just go around from scene to random scene. Call it a movie.
I don't know about you two, but this jet lag has finally caught up with me. I think I'm gonna take a hot bath.
Yeah, because, you know, we just got hostages in the jungle. We don't have to, like, do anything. Who wrote this? Like, who actually wrote this? Someone sat down and, like, typed this out.
We must stick together.
Like, he has committed to the role. So, like, as a director, you have to kind of respect that. But it's a terrible role. A terrible... Don't put your finger in the gun. Don't put your finger in the gun. That's a bad idea. Her makeup looks like she's a zombie. So did Sho dress up like an old man for no reason? Like, is that what we're seeing right here? Like, so far, 90% of what these guys have done has been for no purpose that I can see. So if he's moving like that and then immediately stops... Oh, God, what is with this movie and the crotch shots? But what I was saying is, like, he's moving like this and then immediately pretends to be an old man again?
Cute, huh?
Why did you dress up like an old man? Why did you dress up like an old man?
Using my radio, right.
Like, wouldn't you be grossed out by that? Like, really grossed out by that? Like, the music makes it sound like a comedy. I don't know what we're doing. Like, oompa music. Because that's what the movie needed, was oompa music. So Richard Greco here has been smoking the same cigarette the whole movie and has yet to light it. He's also wearing an undershirt with that, like, Bavarian eagle on it.
Obtained some delightful news, I must say.
She's not very good at delivering lines. So he kills the driver of his car, who I assume was supposed to take him somewhere, and then gets in a horse-drawn carriage to escape. And it works.
I see him.
What?
Heading for Chinatown.
How? The longer this movie goes on, the less sense it makes. So he just saw that guy from the helicopter. I mean, there was money spent on the movie. They have helicopters and like sets and stuff. Couldn't they have put a little more effort into the script? Let me just quickly change into my ninja gear. Oh, House of Heavenly Pleasures. Okay. What a great way to make this guy evil. Just popping kids' balloons. You know, the whole hostage situation, completely unnecessary. They could have just had him following this guy and fighting. That actually would have been a simpler movie. What? So he went, changed his clothes, went to Chinatown and got into a little fight, came back, changed his clothes again. He's getting back in the helicopter. Why bother changing your clothes? Like, this is now a real question. Why did he change his clothes? And now a demonstration of the slowest wrist lock ever in human history. Basically did a Vulcan neck pinch on the guy. Again, we got exciting music, but I've been terribly bored this whole time. Madam Whoopi's floating boat palace. Like an adult wrote this, and I'm actually getting angry that adults wrote, you know, directed, actually organized everything, and actually did all this. Why is he biting his own arm? What are you doing? Sho, that's not helping. Oh, when did he get those on? So they lifted off, went out over the ocean, and came back. Oh, God. This movie's hurting me. They had a lot of money for helicopters. I mean, they must have just, like, rented, and then, like, we're gonna film as much as we can in one day. And go on a tour. I know there's some hostages' lives hanging in the balance, but this is a great view.
Nice welcoming committee, wouldn't you say?
Sexism. And action. Action. Show. Okay, all right, wait. Go. No real reason to dive there, but you're okay. Keep going, buddy. All right, here's something for the ladies, at least. Sho Kosugi. Terrible actor. Oh, well, that was a very quick hands up, and then let's actually just see that bit again. Oh, hands up. Here we go. All right. That hands up to fighting was really quick. Yeah, when going into the jungle, it's really important to wear leather jackets because that's going to be the most comfortable thing you can have. What? Why is this called 9 Deaths of the Ninja? He's actually barely done any ninjaing. Okay, so everyone left the camp, so they're going to blow up the camp instead of look for evidence? What? Why did they blow up the camp? Hey, why did we do that? Yeah, I don't really know. Huh. Good work at destroying a completely empty bus for no reason.
They took the trail up the
Okay, they're kissing, but he's like... They've implied that he's like done it with like 3 other girls during this film. So this is the stereotype, is the ninja is all stealth and like throwing stars, and the American is a gun that shoots 1 billion bullets a second. Explosive crossbow doesn't seem very ninja-like to me. Did they make that gun? Because that's not based on a real gun. You should have been doing this from the beginning. That's ninja stuff. What? He pulled out some knives and then threw some fire. I guess I don't know why I would expect anything else to make sense after the first hour of this movie making 0 sense at all. Check out the guy on the left side. That is a peak American soldier right there. Yeah, you put oil on the really hot weapon. Everyone's drinking beer weird in this movie. They all like swish it around their mouth a lot before they swallow. And again, another very convincing disguise by Sho Kosugi, who seems to think that this is peak comedy. Why did he put his kids in it? They've done nothing. And this little like B plot is pointless. This whole movie's pointless. They spent a lot of time setting up candles. I mean, some poor intern probably had to do that. For something that has like the swastika up in the background, this is a very inclusive group. All right, let's demonstrate how ninjas enter a cave and save some... we're just going to blow shit up. And shoot wildly. Didn't even see someone, just shot anyways. Whoa, who's that guy? Do we have a new ninja? Extra ninja? All right. It's the 80s, so apparently a frisbee is a perfect weapon. An explosive frisbee, of course. It's gotta suck to look in a script and realize that your role is to get beat up by like a 7-year-old kid. Like, that's emasculating and terrible, isn't it? And of course a nut shot. Of course. That was actually kind of awesome. Well, more ninjas? Where did all these ninjas come from? They had nothing to do with the first 90 minutes of this film. What are we at? There were no ninjas in the first 80 minutes of this film. And now it's all ninjas all the time? Like the Nazi dude, is he hired the ninjas?
Watch out!
Oh, yay! I hope he dies. I hope he dies. What? Why not let her shoot him? Just let her shoot him. Who's the ninja guy?
All right, ready? Here, one.
No, don't pull it out. You don't pull it out. Oh, God, come on. Okay, and remember, these fights were choreographed by Sho himself. So every lame move we see, it was his idea. He gets full blame. I do like the shoo 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 of that little sword. I am so not invested in whether or not Sho survives this. Okay. Yep. Is this movie... No, of course not. I was about to say, is it competent enough to actually have that ninja be related to anyone else in the film in any way? It's not. Okay, you got like 20 blades on you? Maybe just use one of those. 2, 1... No? Was that it? You just defused the bomb? What? That was your quippy line there? Why did they show his butt? God, I don't understand anything! I think I'm dumber than when I started this movie. Oh no, it's not over. What? What? They're using really happy music to murder all these people. Are the polo guys gonna kill him? I don't... What? You did that. Why are you shaking your head? You did that.
Jennifer, my dear, you're right on target.
He's got a tennis ball phone. Whoa. That was 9 Deaths of the Ninja, 1985. That was rough. That was really, really rough. It wasn't bad enough to be funny. It wasn't good enough to be entertaining. Woo Pee and Woo Wee were played by the same person. Oh, I actually wish I could go back in time and not watch this movie.